In this video, I'll explain everything you have to know about the geopolitical conflict between Armenia and Azerbaijan, why the two countries are fighting, and how it will affect the economies of many countries. First, let me show you where these two countries are located. Here is Mediterranean Sea, this is Black Sea, and this is Caspian Sea. Here is Armenia, and to its right, here is Azerbaijan. Azerbaijan is on the left side of the Caspian Sea. Yerevan is the capital of Armenia. It is a beautiful city that is located in the hilly regions and in between two extinct volcanoes, one in north called Mount Aragats and one in the south across the Turkish frontier called Mount Ararat. And the beautiful city of Baku facing the Caspian Sea is the capital of Azerbaijan. Now coming to the religion part. Most Armenians are Christians, about 97% or so. The Armenian constitution guarantees the freedom of religion, including the right to practice any religion. So there are believers of Russian Orthodox Church, Islam, Judaism, and other faiths, but they are religious minorities in Armenia. On the other hand, Azerbaijan's population is mostly followers of Islam, that is 94%. Now within that, Shia Muslim is about 85% and the rest are Sunni Muslim. Even Azerbaijan's constitution guarantees the freedom of religion, including the right to practice any religion. So there are people of other religion like Russian Orthodox Christian, Armenian Orthodox Christians, Judaism, Hinduism and others.
Now the main reason of the conflict between both the countries is a territorial conflict. Basically they are fighting over a certain area of land. And that area is this region. As you can see that this area remains in Azerbaijan. Azerbaijan claims that this area is its own. But currently it is under the control of Armenian separatists since 1992 war. And they call this place by the name Nagorno-Karabakh. The Armenian government supports this region both politically as well as militarily. As you can see from the map, this area of conflict, it is a mountainous and forested region. And the reason it is under the control of Armenian separatists is because this region is dominated by ethnic Armenian people. But it also has people of Azerbaijan. From the early 1980s to 1992, there was a war between the two countries over this region. Because of the war, more than 30,000 people were killed and more than 1 million people were displaced. Then Russia intervened in 1994. There was a ceasefire between Armenia and Azerbaijan. But the dispute continues even after 3 decades. Although both the countries' conflict has a long history, but I'm only going to tell you about the recent conflict. It all started in July 2020. Violent clashes broke out between the people of both countries. Few people died. After that, public anger erupted in Azerbaijan. And there was a mass demonstration in the country. People of Azerbaijan demanded that the country should take possession of this area. Within a few days, both countries started accusing each other. Azerbaijan claimed that they attacked only when the Armenians killed the people of Azerbaijan. On the other hand, Armenia has claimed that Azerbaijan has disturbed the peace. Both are blaming each other. As an outsider, it is very difficult to pinpoint exactly who started it. I think the local would know better. Anyhow, the next question is, why is this conflict getting a lot of attention? It is because of the involvement of big countries like Turkey and Russia. If you look back in history, both Turkey and Russia have fought with each other many times. Right now, if you see, Turkey is going through a change. The Turkish leader wants to replace Saudi Arabia as the so-called leader of the Islamic world. That is what is leading to political conflict with Russia. Because Turkey shares its border with small countries that were once part of the Soviet Union and still receive certain support from Russia. So Turkey and Russia have always been involved in some sort of geopolitical issues. So anyhow, the conflict between Azerbaijan and Armenia is receiving a widespread attention is because of the involvement of much bigger players like Turkey and Russia. As you know, Turkey is a Muslim majority country. Hence, it supports Azerbaijan. And Russia supports Armenia. But you will never see any direct Russian role in support of Armenia. Russia's role is very hidden because Russia supplies arms to both Azerbaijan and Armenia. So you'll not be able to figure out the direct involvement of Russia in support of Armenia. In fact, Russia also has a military base in Armenia. Russia is also in a military alliance with Armenia called the Collective Security Treaty Organization. It is an intergovernmental military alliance between former Soviet states like Russia, Armenia, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Tajikistan and Uzbekistan. This is how you know that Russia actually supports Armenia. Otherwise, it is well known that Russia supplies arms to both Azerbaijan and Armenia. Even the Russian president, Vladimir Putin, has appealed to both countries for a ceasefire. In front of the world, Russia always takes a balanced position. And it is also Russia who intervened in 1994 and formed the ceasefire agreement between both the countries. And look, you also have to understand that in international relations, there are no such things as friends or enemies. There are only interests. Both Russia and Turkey knows that they have needs from each other. For example, Russia has what Turkey doesn't have, like natural gas and high-tech military goods. On the other hand, Turkey is a very important country for Russia's plans because Turkey is both a consumer and a transporter country. Now, this regional conflict between Azerbaijan and Armenia in its own is not a big deal. It is only the involvement of Turkey and Russia that is making this conflict look bigger. Now, let me also tell you how other countries will be affected because of this conflict. Let me point out something about Caspian Sea. The Caspian Sea region is one of the oldest oil-producing areas in the world and is an increasingly important source of global energy production. The area has significant oil and natural gas reserves. There is a pipeline called Baku-Tbilisi-Ceyhan. It takes oil from the Caspian Sea to the Mediterranean region. Then there is the Western Route Export Pipeline, which transports crude oil from Caspian Sea to the Black Sea region through Supsa in Georgia and Novorossiysk in Russia. From there, the crude is further shipped via tankers through the Bosporus and Dardanelles Straits to European markets. And then there is the Trans-Anatolian Natural Gas Pipeline, which passes through Azerbaijan, Georgia and then Turkey to Europe. And then there is South Caucasus Pipeline, which is a natural gas pipeline that transports gas from Caspian Sea through Georgia and onto the Georgia-Turkey border. The pipeline has been linked to Trans-Anatolian Pipeline at the Georgian-Turkey border, thus enabling the transportation of natural gas further to Turkey and Europe. Now, if you look at this pipeline map, Turkey is located at the center of 72% of the world's proven gas and 73% of oil reserves. With so much of energy reserves in the Middle East and the Caspian Basin, Turkey forms a natural energy bridge between energy source countries and consumer markets. And if you pay attention, Turkey also controls the Bosporus and Dardanelles Straits that grants Turkey sole access to the Black Sea region. This is why Turkey supports Azerbaijan and considers it as a friendly country. Turkey's relations with Armenia have never been good. Turkey even closes its border with Armenia whenever there is a conflict between Armenia and Azerbaijan. So this is everything that you had to know about the Armenia and Azerbaijan conflict, why the two countries are fighting, and if this conflict continues for a long time, then the economies of many countries can be severely affected. I hope you found this video informative. Thanks for watching it, and I'll see you in the next one.